What's going on, guys? It's me, Stasio the King, number one Jason the Ween and Sakura fan, number one Kason and whoever this person is fan. Today, I'm coming to you with a brand new video, and it's a crazy video. Valorant has literally changed everything about Valorant. They are getting rid of abilities, and they are making everything more focused on gunplay. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment what you think of these new changes, and with that being said, let's get into it. In Valorant's new patch 11.08, they've made sweeping changes to agents, weapons, and maps for the purpose of trying to create a healthier back and forth in combat. In their words, they want every round to feel like a dialogue between attackers and defenders where their strategy, timing, and adaptation matter just as much as the aim. Riot also followed up and said that this end-of-year balance patch tweaks how maps, weapons, and agents interact. Over time, random or uncoordinated ability spam has started to feel too strong, so the update reins things in. Abilities will still be important, but now they're designed to reward smart, intentional use, letting gunplay shine again. Based off this initial description of the update, you can see that they're trying to dumb the game down to make it more focused on gunplay. Alright, let's start off what they've changed with agents in this new update. So, Riot is standardizing debuffs like nearsight, concuss, and stim effects so that they're more consistent across agents. The changes that have happened to nearsight and concuss, so for nearsight, the radius has been bumped from 5 to 7 meters for Fade, Omen, Reyna, and Skye. In terms of concuss, the durations are shorter now, so they've gone from 2.5 seconds across the board. They've gone down to 2.5 seconds across the board. So they're faster and allow for more counterplay. Brimstone, KO, and Reyna stims are now unified, meaning that they all give slight reload, fire rate, and recovery buffs to keep things consistent. In terms of initiators, Riot wants initiators to keep their playmaking power, but make those abilities feel more deliberate. What this means is that cooldowns for key signature abilities like Breach's Fault Line, Fade's Haunt, and KO's Knife are now longer, to around 60 seconds. In exchange, flashes for initiators like Breach and KO have been buffed to stay reliable for setting up fights. In terms of duelists, according to Riot, they didn't need a huge change as most of them are in a healthy spot, but I'll give you the quick rundown. So ISO, he had his kill contract range reduced. Neon had her battery made to last longer, but it also takes longer to recharge. Reyna's Leer is now weaker with its health dropped to 60, and also her Impress stim effects have been toned down. Yo has been significantly nerfed. His gate crash is now much easier to destroy, and he can't use flashes or fake outs during his ult. That's pretty big. Raze also is now affected by slows mid-air when using her blast pack, and there's no more unstoppable airstrikes because of this. Controllers also got a small balance, making sure that they align with the overall ability adjustments. Astra's cooldown is now longer, and Fragile now only lasts 2.5 seconds. Omen smokes recharge slower, but Paranoia travels faster. Viper decays hit less at first contact, giving you more room to fight back. Sentinels are getting nerfed across the board to increase counterplay. Riot wants attackers to have more ways to deal with defensive utility. Some changes that have been made are that Fires, her arc Rose is now destroyable after windup, flash duration shortened, and her Razorvine health cut in half. Cypher's spy cam can now be heard and seen within range, and Tripwire no longer concusses, it just slows and reveals. Killjoy's alarm bot and turret are weaker, and both have now visible windups when she re-enters their range. Sage's barrier orb is now cheaper and builds faster, but it's weaker. Wall HP has also dropped to 600 HP. These are all the changes to agents in Valorant's new update. Let me know what you think. Map-wise, Riot's main goal this patch is to bring fights back on site. Post plans from main are becoming more risky. On Pearl, they removed a deep B-long sightline and adjusted cover to make retakes more fair. On Abyss, they've improved B-site playability and adjusted mid for smoother rotations and pathing. In terms of competitive and deathmatch, they're bringing Pearl and Split back and removing Lotus and Ascent. In terms of weapons, Riot wants gunplay to feel more rewarding and distinct between tapping, bursting, and spraying. So what they have changed, for rifles, Phantom, Vandal, and Bulldog have adjusted their recoil timing. It takes more time to control your spray and higher protection before horizontal sway kicks in. For SMGs, the Spectre's accuracy has improved slightly to make it a better eco option, while the Stinger's spray now kicks harder and spreads faster. In terms of competitive and system updates, starting from next patch, any accounts detected for account sharing will need Riot Mobile multi-factor authentication enabled to queue in competitive. There's also a new report category for rank manipulation that includes smurfing, boosting, and win trading. Riot is apparently cracking down on this. For Premier and VCT, Premier stage V25A6 is here, and the top 16 invites teams stay, the rest get demoted. Riot is also introducing official VCT team tags, so partnered pros will have their org tags displayed across the client from the leaderboards to in-game kill feed. So it's really just a visual update to show us who the pros really are. This is easily one of the biggest Valorant patches we've seen in years. With ability cooldowns increased, flashes buffed, and gunplay more consistent, this update could completely reshape the meta heading into 2026. Let me know in the comments, do you like this shift towards gunplay, or do you think Riot went too far with the nerfs? If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, sub for more Valorant news, and I'll see you next time.